Good morning students. This is the continuation of last class. In the last class we are studying bond angle and bond length and also bond enthalpy. We learned under the bond enthalpy the meaning, means definition and some examples. Now observe, once again we are recalling the definition of bond enthalpy. Bond enthalpy is nothing but the amount of energy required to break one mole of bond between two atoms in its gaseous state is called bond enthalpy. So we are taking the water molecule HOH here to break amount of energy required, that we called bond enthalpy, that is indicated as delta He. Here we get some Q, that has Q joules of heat is required, that is measured in kilojoules per mole. Okay, this is the SI unit and example. We are studying water and carbon hydrogen bond and oxygen hydrogen bond and nitrogen hydrogen bond, etc. Okay, now we are going to study some one concept, means once again another concept in bond enthalpy, that is called average bond enthalpy. For example, observe here there is two bonds in water molecule. If you take a water molecule H bond O bond H, this is the water molecule. Here there is two same bonds, that is two OH bonds in a water molecule. For these two OH bonds to cleave, the amount of energy is varies. It means to cleave this one OH bond it requires some quantity of heat energy, and to cleave another OH bond it requires some other quantity of heat. But both the bonds are identical. During that time we get one more concept, that is called average bond enthalpy. So average bond enthalpy is defined as the sum of heat energy required to number of identical bonds divided by total number of bonds present in a molecule is called average bond enthalpy. Now for example, take water molecule. This is a water molecule. Here the water molecule containing two identical bonds, that is two OH bonds. Now to cleave the first OH bond, you get H plus OH bond, that is both are in gaseous state. Okay, so now the bond enthalpy delta He means bond enthalpy Be, delta H Be is equal to 502 kilojoules per mole. Now to cleave one OH bond, this much of quantity of heat is required. Similarly, now one more OH bond is there in OH, that is O bond H. Now to cleave this OH bond, you get O gas plus hydrogen gas. Now to cleave this OH bond, here delta H of bond enthalpy is equal to 427 kilojoules per mole. This amount of heat energy is required. Either it will be less or more, that doesn't matter. Totally the energy varies. Okay. Now we get the concept of average bond enthalpy. That is average bond enthalpy. Enthalpy is equal to total number of bonds present in a molecule divided by number of bonds. Here total number is 2 bonds, that is for one bond you require 502 kilojoules, and to cleave one second bond 427 kilojoules per mole. Now total number of bonds is 2, 1 and 2, therefore divided by 2, that is equal to how much you get? 502 plus 427, 502 plus 427, you get how much? 9, here 9, 5 to 2, 929 divided by 2. So how much you get? 2 4s are 2 6s are and 2 4s are 0.5. So this much of kilojoules per mole you get. Okay, so this is called average bond enthalpy to cleave OH bond in a water molecule. Okay, so this is the concept of bond enthalpy and average bond enthalpy. Now take the fourth bond parameter is bond order. The fourth parameter is bond order. So important, The bond order is defined as number of bonds present between the two atoms in a molecule is called bond order. It is defined as the number of bonds present between two atoms in a molecule is called bond order. For example, observe, it is also equal to the number of shared electrons or shared pair of electrons with the neighboring atoms or between two atoms or with any another atoms is also called as bond order. For example, observe, if you take a hydrogen molecule H2, here the hydrogen having only one electron in its valence shell, right? So you know hydrogen having only one electron. The one electron is shared with another atom to make a bond. That is only one bond present between hydrogen and hydrogen. So the bond order is 1. That is bond order is equal to 1 in hydrogen molecule. That is the number of electrons shared with neighboring atom is also called as bond order, or it is also defined as the total number of bonds present between two atoms in a molecule is called as a bond order. Now similarly take one more example, fluorine F2. Here the fluorine containing how many electrons? 7 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 electrons. All these 7 not shared with any other atoms. Out of 7 only one atom, sorry, one electron is shared with the neighboring fluorine atom. Here there is 2 fluorines. That is fluorine. This is also containing 7 electrons in its valence shell. After sharing only one electron, it attains octet configuration. That is 8 electron rule. So the bond order in fluorine atom is what? 1. Okay. Similarly, now take a hydrogen fluoride or take oxygen O2. So here there is 2 oxygen atoms, oxygen and oxygen. Between these two, divalent, right, means only 2 electrons are shared. Totally there is 6 electrons in oxygen, their outermost shell. These are the 6 electrons. Now to attain octet configuration, only 2 electrons shares between them. Okay, that is shared pair of electrons is called as bond order, or we also called number of bonds present between two atoms is called bond order. Here bond order is what? 2. Bond order is equal to 2. Similarly, if you take nitrogen molecule N2, the nitrogen containing 5 electrons in its valence shell, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similarly, one more nitrogen. Already know how to write the Lewis dot structure or Lewis structure. This is the nitrogen atoms. Here to make 8 electron hole or octet configuration, they share 3 electrons with neighboring atom. Now each nitrogen carries 8 electrons, right? So here the bond order is what? 3. 1, 2, 3. Because 3 bonds are present between nitrogen atoms. Like that, we are finding the bond order between the atoms. Now here the one more concept is the molecule or atoms containing same electrons called isoelectronic species. The isoelectronic species having same bond order that is called bond order between the isoelectronic atoms. Now for example, take fluorine. How many electrons are present in the fluorine? Each fluorine containing 7 electrons, right? 7 electrons plus 7 electrons, totally 14 electrons are there in fluorine atom. See, observe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 electrons for each fluorine, totally there is 14 electrons. The bond order is 1 only for fluorine molecule. Now take oxygen ion, that is O2 2 minus. Now what is the bond order in this ion? Here we are taking the molecule examples. Easily we can say in molecule the bond order is 1 for hydrogen, 1 for fluorine, 2 for oxygen and 3 for nitrogen. But in this species, means ionic species O2 minus, here the bond order is 1 what? How we can calculate? Already I told you the atoms or ions or molecules that having the same number of electrons, those having same bond order. Now observe O2 minus. 2 minus means we are adding extra 2 electrons. O2 means each oxygen having how many electrons? 6 electrons. Right? Its valence see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 electrons for each oxygen. That is the X for one oxygen plus 6 per second oxygen plus. Here 2 minus means we are adding 2 electrons. 2 that is equal to total 6 plus 6 12. 12 plus 2 14 electrons. How many electrons are there? 14. Therefore the bond order for here for this both is 1 only. Okay. Now observe the structure of O2 minus is O2 minus is oxygen bond oxygen. Here 1 minus charge, here 1 minus charge. Now observe here the bond is present between these two oxygens is only 1. That is O2 minus and minus 2 minus. That is bond order. These two is called isoelectronic species. Isoelectronic species means the atoms or species having same number of electrons and those having same physical and chemical properties almost. Okay. Now observe some more examples for isoelectronic species. Or take nitrogen molecule. Nitrogen. This is molecule right. Now what is the bond order? 3. N triple bond N. That is equal to 3. Bond order is equal to 3. Now how many electrons are there? Totally 7 for nitrogen plus 7. That is equal to totally 14 electrons. Totally 14 electrons. The bond order is 3. Here bond order is 3. Now observe, I will take CO. Carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide. The first atom is carbon and the second one is oxygen. The carbon having only 4 electrons. 4 electrons. Plus oxygen having how many electrons? 6 electrons. Observe here, the nitrogen having 7 electrons in its valence shell, not 7. The atomic number is 7. The electrons is how many? 5 only. Sorry, 5 electrons only in its valence shell. Okay, nitrogen having only 5 electrons, atomic number is 7, inner shell having 2 electrons. The outer shell having 5 electrons. Totally how many electrons? 10 electrons. If there is 10 electrons, the bond order is 3 in nitrogen molecule. Similarly, observe the carbon having 4 electrons in its valence shell, oxygen having 6 electrons. Totally 10 electrons. Now what is the bond order for this one? Bond order is 3 only. That only I told you. The isoelectronic species have same bond order. Now similarly observe one more, NO plus. NO plus. So nitrogen having 5 electrons, its valence shell plus. Oxygen having 6 electrons, then plus 1 means we are subtracting 1 electrons. When the molecule attain or species attaining positive charge, when it releases 1 electron or when it loses 1 electron. So 1 electron it loses. So 5, 6 minus 1, 5, 5 plus 5, 10 electrons only. So when there is 10 electrons, the bond order is 3. Okay, so this is called, this is the way to find bond order between the atoms. Or between the molecules, not atoms, between the molecules. So now observe the structure of nitrogen is this one, N triple bond N. Now what is the structure of this carbon monoxide? Bond order is 3, right? So carbon, oxygen. How many electrons are there in carbon? 4 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now oxygen how many electrons? It having 6 electrons. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now between these two triple bond, right? 3 bonds. Now observe. Here there is single electron. Here there is one single electron. These single electrons are more reactive, so that they get paid off. They get start to paid off like that. They are pairing. After pairing, each atom having how many electrons? 2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 electrons, totally 8, and here 8 electrons. But the oxygen is loses electrons to shade the carbon, so that it carries partially negative charge and carries partially positive, like that. But no need to write here. Carbon monoxide is neutral molecule. Okay. Now similarly NO. Observe the NO. Totally the structure of CO is, you can write simply like that. C triple bond O. This is the carbon monoxide structure. Okay. And we also call as CO group. Here NO plus nitrogen and oxygen. So carries positive charge. Totally nitrogen having 5 electrons, oxygen having 6 electrons. 1 minus means it having also 5 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Between nitrogen and oxygen, 3 bonds. Okay, NO. Now it carries positive charge, that can be written like that. Plus the charge is present either nitrogen or oxygen, but here the charge is present only on oxygen because the valency of oxygen is plus 2 only, but here there is 3 bonds, so that it carries positive charge. It means it loses 1 electrons because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only there out of 6. Okay, this is the concept of isoelectronic species and bond order. Here the bond parameters is completed. Then take the resonance structures. Then the next concept is resonance structures. So resonance structures is also called as canonical structures. Canonical structures. So here when we are coming to the concept of resonance structure, it is defined as, or the meaning of resonance is nothing but the compound having same number of atoms, electrons and bonds and bond order, but the position of bonds or lone pair electrons is changes from one place to another place. Andre now resonance structures ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ 2 ಆಟಮ್ಸ್. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು 2 ಆಟಮ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ resonance structures or we can call canonical structures. For example, take ozone molecule O3. Resonance structures is nothing but the compound having same molecular formula but differ in their position of double bonds or lone pair electrons. Means the molecule or compound having the same molecular formula or molecular formula, bonds, electrons, etc., energy, everything will be same but differ in position of double bond, lone pair electrons or electrons, etc. So electrons and everything is with changes between 2 atoms, but all quantities will be same. That we call resonance structures, and these are having same energy and they are unstable. They exist only few minutes. Okay. That is in both gaseous state, solid state and liquid state. It means in all physical states it appears but it exists very less time. It means unstable one. For example, take ozone. O3, you know the molecular formula O3, its name is ozone. Now here there is 3 oxygens. 1, 2, 3. Already you know how to write the structure of ozone. This is the 3 oxygens. Each oxygen containing how many electrons? 6 electrons. Out of 6, to make octet configuration, 2 oxygens make a bond, and here one oxygen, between 2 oxygens there is one single bond. This carries positive charge. This carries negative charge. This is no charge. Okay, it means satisfied. This can also be written like that. Observe, if you get confused to write this one, just write from each dot structure. Oxygen, oxygen and oxygen. 3 oxygens. Each oxygen containing how many electrons? 6 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, observe, to make octet rule or octet configuration, it shares 2 electrons. These two. Now 6 plus 1 7, right? Here also it makes bond. 6 plus 1 7. Now this one already 6, 7, 8. This satisfies, but these two are not. If a make bond between these two, it will be satisfied. That is also ozone structure. Now in resonance structure, we donate 1 more electrons to this oxygen. Now it is electron rich. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is satisfied. Now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here 9 electrons. Totally 6, 7, 8, 9 electrons. Now to decrease 1 electron, this one of the electron from this oxygen is changed to this one. Now here observe 2, 2, 4, 5, 6 electrons. 6 electrons here. And here 2 electrons, here 4 electrons. This is sufficient number of electrons present. This is electron deficient, electrons rich here. So this can also be written. I am putting like that. Triple bond, it means equivalence. This is equal to oxygen double bond O, bond O. It carries positive charge. Electron deficient, it carries negative charge. Delta minus. That is partial. Delta means partial. Why it is partial? The electrons are shares between these two. Now, observe its resonance structure. Its resonance structure I am writing. This is the double-headed arrow. It indicates resonance structure. Similarly, write oxygen, oxygen, oxygen. 3 oxygens. Now, let us assume this is oxygen 1, oxygen 2, and 3. Between oxygen 1 and 2, there is double bond. Now, write between 2 and 3. This is second oxygen, third oxygen, and first oxygen. Now write here double bond. Here single bond. Now double bonded oxygen containing how many electrons? 4 electrons. Single bonded oxygen containing 6 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second oxygen containing only 2 electrons. Now observe, between these two, the number of electrons and bond positions changes from oxygen 1, 2 and 3, but looking both are same. These two we called as resonance structures, that is ORS. Resonance structures are canonical structures. Okay, got it? Now similarly, take carbon CO3 2 minus, carbonate group CO3 2 minus, carbon and 3 oxygens. Observe how to write the structure of carbonate group CO3 2 minus. The resonance structures for carbonate group, carbon, 3 oxygens are there. Totally there is 4 electrons on carbon, right? 1, 2, 3. 3 electrons. There is totally 4 electrons. Out of 4, only 3 electrons are make bond with 3 oxygens. 3 oxygens. Then 4th electron make double bond with oxygen. Okay. Totally on oxygen, how many electrons are there? 6 electrons, right? Out of 6, it shares only 2. Remaining 4 electrons is here. CO3 2 minus. Now here, out of 6, only 1 electron is shares. Got it? How I am writing? Now, out of 6, it shares only 1 electron. Remaining how many are there? 1, 2, 5. 5 electrons. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now these two are electron rich species, so that both are carries minus charge, CO3 minus. Like that. Now its resonance structure is, observe, its resonance structure means, put double-headed arrow. Let's take this is 1, 2 and 3. Now between these two, here observe it containing hard number electron 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Higher number of electrons 5, 6, 7 only happens, right? So that the 2 electrons from this oxygen is jumps to associate with these electrons, total in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here 6, 7, 8. Here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So totally 6 electrons are there in this oxygen. Now observe, this can also be written like that. Oxygen, sorry, carbon, oxygen, here minus. This one first oxygen, second, third. The third oxygen containing double bond, or the second oxygen containing double bond. Oxygen, double bond O, then oxygen minus, right, like that. And it can also be written like that. Now, third oxygen carries double bond, and first one is minus, second one is minus, like that. All these three are written in a square bracket and we call resonance structures. The lone pair electrons, these two are richer, and this is substrate. These two are rich, it is substrate. Okay, this is the resonance structure of carbonate. So here resonance concept is completed.